So I'm here at Red River Gorge today, taking a camping adventure, and gonna do some squatching tonight. I found a huge campsite. There's part of it. I think I'm gonna be sleeping in the vehicle tonight, but I am gonna put my tent up. I think I'm gonna put it right there in the shade, facing the fire pit. It's really a big enough campsite for two tents, or even more than that. It's huge. There's a creek back here somewhere. I don't know how you get to it, but I'm wearing shorts right now, so I'm not going to walk down there. So let's get started getting set up. Well, I got it set up. It's very, very windy today, so I'm not going to sleep in a tent tonight. It's just going to be beaten by the wind. I've already had a couple close calls where it almost wanted to collapse with the wind gust. So when the time comes later, I'm going to fix my bed up in the car. The only reason I haven't yet is because I'm going to venture out a little bit, and I have to scoot the seats all the way up to set up the bed, but it only takes a few minutes. It's no big deal. So we had a lot of rain last night and a lot of bad storms. We had massive tornadoes last night in Kentucky with mass casualties in Somerset and London, Kentucky. And my prayers and thoughts are with them today. I myself, I live in a mobile home, and it was pretty rough where I was last night. We didn't get a tornado, but just the devastation that happened last night and all the lives lost it's hard to take it all in. So today the ground is very saturated. There's a creek back here, but you can't see it from here. I've never camped this spot before. But all the prime good ones were taken today, and I thought, hey, I've never camped this spot before, so let's do that. And the creek down there is very muddy. I mean, you're not going to be able to like use it or get in it or cool off in it. It's just really muddy and flowing really fast, and it's risen after all those storms last night. And I'm hoping it's okay to start a fire later because it is windy. But I think with the ground being saturated like it is, it'll be fine. Hopefully the winds will die down this evening. And I'm ready to get out and do some squatching. Taking a little walk down the road here. Spotted some wildflowers. I think those are wild phlox. They're purple. And we've got the wild roses in bloom. Got a stick for a tree knocker. Water's starting to clear up a bit. Look at this nice swimming hole. Almost the right pitch. Not quite. Wonder how many poisonous ivies I just walked through. Standing on this rock here. This creek is usually not up this far, but right now, this will make a good swimming hole. It's got a pretty strong little current going today. It's beautiful. Nice, cool little spot to sit. I think that's what I'll do for a few minutes. Very beautiful. But there's been a lot of activity down here on 9B in the Red River Gorge, especially across the creek over there, ridge. That's where people have heard crashing, and I've heard owl mimics over there in a different camp spot. I've had a rock thrown, I mean a big, heavy, hard rock thrown in the creek at 10 o'clock at night while I was sitting by the campfire alone. I had a tree uproot one time, just uproot on a beautiful day. There was no wind, it was as calm as can be. And as soon as I got to camp and started setting up, I hear the roots being pulled and the tree crashing and popping. Oh, there goes my tent again. It's wanting to fall. Yeah, I could not sleep in that. There's no way. That would be very noisy. I've got my trash bag tied to it because that's the only place I could find to keep it secure. My fire's going now. Look at this beautiful dragonfly on my tent. Campfire meal is done. Chicken looks fabulous. And yes, I like my hot dogs a little on the burnt side. So, I'm gonna make a plate. And there's the finished product. Campfire meal. Simple and easy. You know what we're doing now. Nothing better in the woods than a hot cup of coffee. Especially after dinner and in the morning. More so in the morning. So I got my bed all set up. I bet I've moved this Jeep 2 or 3 times to get it to where I want it to have it. Looks pretty comfy, doesn't it? Got my little fan here. And this thing right here is just perfect to hold my fan. I've got batteries in it, and then they are cheap Dollar Tree batteries, and if they run out, then I've got this USB I'll hook up to the power bank to keep it rolling if I need to. And I've got some blue lights just to give me just a little bit of light in there. I've got my window covers on. And I've got the bug nets on. The back windows are already tinted, so I got the window covers on the side. So we're stealthy. Nobody can see in. This is my favorite way to camp, really, because it's more comfortable. It's just so comfortable and cozy. And I chose to park it this way because here will be my view in the morning. And I like it. Alright, I'm going to try something new. I got 2 rocks over here that I picked up. And I'm going to try a rock clack and see if we can get any response. Very similar to a tree knock. Heard a very faint something or another. It probably was nothing. We're going to try again when it gets dark. Alright, it's starting to get dark. Hopefully things will start getting interesting a little bit. Got a good little fire going. I don't have much wood left though. That's a problem. But anyway, I've got lights. I'm gonna try another rock clack and see if we can get a response. No response. Anyway, I'm gonna sit by this fire. Let it keep getting darker. It's about 9 p.m. Well, it's completely dark now. It is 9:24, and so far I had my headlamp die. One of my power banks died. I have 2 power banks, and I'm charging my headlamp on the other one. I got my phone up to like 75% on my other power bank that died. The fire behind me is going right now, but it's taking a lot of effort to keep it going, and I'm a little on firewood, so it's going to be more interesting than I thought because I'm not going to have much light. I do tent. It looks a lot brighter on camera than it does here sitting here, but I have that light, and of course I'm sleeping in the Jeep. I have this little light here. That'll last. That light is charged fully. And if I keep it on low, it'll last all night long. But I really like having a headlamp. I also have a flashlight. I mean, so I'm not totally without light. But it's been uneventful. I've done rock clacks. I'm not going to hoot and holler because I've got neighbors. Well, one neighbor, it looks like a single guy that's next to me, but he's, I would say 150 yards away. I mean, he's not right next to me. He's quite a ways over there. But if I start whooping and stuff, he'll hear me for sure. But I am doing an occasional rock clack to see if I get a response, and listening for just anything that's out of the ordinary. Unfortunately, you don't always experience things when you go out looking for them, but I'm actually just enjoying a solo camping trip, and things always get interesting when it gets dark. Especially when you're by yourself. So anyway, I'm gonna keep you posted. pretty good flashlight. Shining it over there on that ridge all the way from over here. And the camera can pick it up too. It's pretty good. I heard something moving over there. Something light though. Still been uneventful. It's a little bit after 10, I think. I'm probably gonna go lay down for a little while. I'll watch some videos. And I'm sure I'll be up later. And I will get back if anything interesting happens. And just check in even if it doesn't. Wish me luck, y'all. Well, the owls have started off in a distance, way off in a distance. Hear it? Well, anyway, it wasn't nowhere close by, but it sounded like the way they mimic owls. It didn't sound like a real owl. I wish they were closer because I know the camera's not picking it up. Windows are fogged up. It's a nice day out there though. It was uneventful. I heard nothing all night. It was a very peaceful night. And I actually slept really good. Guess it's time to get up and get coffee. I laid back down for just a little bit, not very long. Get coffee, get dressed, pack up. I know everything's wet out here. I got up to use the bathroom 3 times last night. So I need to try to let things dry out before I pack it. I don't want to pack up a wet tent. It is wet. It's starting to dry already. Sun's starting to hit it. Fire went out last night, so I'm going to restart it. Get some coffee. So I got dressed, did some packing, got my bed broke down. There's my potty. I love my potty. I used that a lot last night. Got this part done. I still have small stuff in the tent to take down. I'm trying to wait for the tent to dry out. Slowly but surely it is. I've got breakfast going on over here. I'm having bacon, 2 fresh eggs, and some fruit. And I'll be danged if I ran out of plates. I just brought a few paper plates last night for dinner, and apparently I didn't bring enough for breakfast. Because I used them as I was cooking. I don't know what happened to them. My paper plates are gone, unless there's a paper plate bandit around here. I don't understand where they went, so it looks like I'm going to eat breakfast right out of the skillet. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I've looked everywhere for those paper plates, and they are gone. I guess I can't say it wasn't too uneventful then, huh? The paper plates are gone. But it is a beautiful morning. I have no phone signal, so I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I've been completely isolated since yesterday. I've had no phone signal being here. So I don't know what's going on in the world, and it's been nice. So now I'm going to get my breakfast done, get the rest of this stuff packed up. Bon appetit. I didn't feel like adding milk and whipping them up, so I just scrambled them in the pan. And they're good. Fresh farm eggs, too. I found them on the side of the road at a stand for, well, I got 2 dozen for $5. It was like hitting the lottery. But anyway, even though this trip has been very uneventful as far as, you know, any Bigfoot action or anything unusual, it's been very peaceful and very enjoyable. I haven't done this for quite some time, and I really, really needed it, so. Food tastes so much better when you're camping for some reason, I don't know. But thanks for coming along with me, and hopefully we'll do it again sometime.